The Quinnipiac women's basketball team onto its 5th consecutive conference championship game, defeating the Iona College Gaels and getting that revenge today, 64-59. Morey Hershgordon alongside Fearon. Dylan, before we break down the game, Trisha Fabry said post-game that in that crucial 20-2 run, her captains played a big role.
I can't speak enough about experience at this point in time, and about just being in these games and expecting to be in these games and wanting to be in these games and wanting these pressure situations, just like we were the other day against Quinnipiac. And again, feeling that this stage is not too big for us in these moments.
Dylan, in your mind, were they the difference?
Of course they were. Captains show up in big moments. The seniors, the upperclassmen, the captains are the reason the Quinnipiac Bobcats won this game. Down 3 going into the fourth quarter, Adelaide Martucci hit a 3-pointer to tie the game. On the next Quinnipiac possession, Fabry hits one from 3 to take a lead. You saw Morgan Mans make a couple nice cuts, Martucci with a nice find inside to the cup, and of course Sarah Shewan hits a jumper to go up 10. They were the key in getting from down 10 to up 10.
This team has used a similar technique the 2015 championship team did, with a picture reminding them of the championship loss in the locker room.
As a freshman, we beat Marist in that championship game, and we had that picture. And every time we took the court for practice or for a game, we saw that, and that was the motivation, like you talked about. And it led to a championship year. So Addie and I got together. We did the same thing. We have a picture of Iona winning it, and it's fueled us throughout the year. I think even one of our seniors, Bree Ramos, said in the beginning of the fourth quarter, she reminded us, said, "This is the team that sent us home crying last year." So I think, obviously losing last year has always been a motivation for getting back to that game and having a different result.
Pretty big motivation factor for the Bobcats.
Oh, clearly. Athletes want to get any extra motivation in big situations and big moments. I know as a runner, before races, before meets, I have certain songs I want to listen to, certain meals I want to have, superstitious things before big-time moments. And this is exactly what Quinnipiac has done with this picture in the locker room before the MAAC championship game, before the Iona semifinal game today. It's worked for the Bobcats both times.
In order to appear in 5 straight conference championship games, Trisha Fabry and her program have used one simple formula.
You play to win, and that's just what we want to do. It's year to year. I don't know. We're fortunate to string along a lot of games, getting a lot of seasons getting to a championship game. We're just looking right now in the moment, getting back to a championship game. We know we're at least 40 minutes away from one. We know it's going to be a difficult task with whomever we see, Ryder or Fairfield, tomorrow night.
But Dylan, 40 minutes, like Trisha Fabry said, separates the Bobcats from going dancing.
I think the Iona game was the toughest matchup for Quinnipiac. I think whoever the Bobcats play, whether it's Fairfield or it's Ryder, won't be as tough as the Iona game today. I think Quinnipiac has beaten Ryder with and without Robin Perkins, the MAAC Player of the Year. They've beaten Fairfield a couple times. I think whoever Quinnipiac faces, Ryder or Fairfield, they'll come out on top and go to the NCAA tournament.
A big championship game tomorrow night. Everything is set 5 o'clock Eastern time. The game will be televised on ESPNU. For my partner Dylan Fearon, I'm Morey Hershgordon. We'll see you next time.